Hello everyone, my name's Duncan White. I'm the managing editor of the International Fire and Safety Journal. I'm here in Dubai at Intersec and I'm delighted to be joined by the team from UL Solutions. And so, Jonathan, tell us a bit more about what you do and your role within UL Solutions.
Thank you, Duncan. My name is Jonathan Gonzalez. I'm the Senior Engineering Manager for EMEA, currently responsible for engineers across Europe, Middle East, and Africa.
Excellent. And Marisa Kowalsky.
Hi, my name is Marisa Kowalsky. I'm the Global Product Manager for our Built Environment team, supporting new growth and new initiatives with new services and supporting our customer needs across the globe.
And last but not least, Daniel Murray.
Thank you very much, Duncan. My name's Daniel Murray. I'm the Global Sales Director for our Built Environment division. So I lead the global team of our sales executives supporting our customers obtain certification.
So tell me how UL Solutions assist other organizations.
UL is an enterprise split into three sections. UL Solutions, our testing, inspection and certification business, where we help manufacturers test, certify and bring products to market. We have UL Standards and Engagement, which helps the industry, the building industry, write standards. And also UL Research Institutes, where we help investigate products to mitigate risk.
Thanks for that, much appreciated. I'm now going to come to you, Marisa. We're going to look at how UL Solutions and what it brings to other organizations, as we've touched on, but how those regulatory standards really push market boundaries.
So I think there's a number of ways where the regulatory standard and regulations and standards push the market boundaries. Right now, there's 4 or 5 major trends happening in the built environment space. One is sustainability. We are seeing the CRA out of Europe. We are seeing more and more countries come up with their own requirements and companies coming up with their own requirements to make sure that the built environment is a sustainable place and built in a sustainable way. We also see the rise of lithium-ion batteries. We're seeing them in homes, we're seeing them on airplanes, we're seeing them on ships, we're seeing them in factories and on our streets. We have been working very diligently with a number of new standards and regulations. We have our UL 5800 standard that helps support airplane safety so that if there isn't a thermal runaway incident from a lithium-ion battery while in the air, there is a safe way to contain that threat. We also have UL 1487 that was just created in order to help support any, it's a battery cabinet standard, and so that helps support not only manufacturers of things like toys that have batteries, e-bikes, scooters, but also construction sites or areas where they're using a lot of rechargeable equipment and then they need somewhere to store the batteries. We also see cybersecurity becoming a very big issue, especially with the rise of AI and the increasing connectivity across building management systems. We are here to support for the new CRA that's coming out at the beginning of next year, and we have a lot of experience with our built environment customers, and we want to help take them into the next era of being more connected and being able to support their customers in a safe way.
And you touched on lithium-ion, and we're seeing that across the industry. I've said on many occasions that the way that technology is advancing is incredible, but with lithium-ion, we're seeing that the technological advancements are outpacing the ability for the industry to deal with them. And this is something that UL Solutions and a lot of other people within the industry are really working hard on.
Thank you for bringing that up, Duncan. I actually will also say that we have started R&D research to help support fire extinguisher manufacturers in order to meet the needs of the lithium-ion batteries.
And that is testament to the work of UL Solutions. And let's not forget that it's not just the manufacturers, it's those first responders as well that need to have that knowledge and understanding, and how the effects of this new emerging threat has an impact on the community where they're meant to be assisting. Fantastic. I'm going to move on to you now, Jonathan, and we're going to look at how the trends in buildings and security, what you see as being the things that we should be looking at over the next 5 years.
Sure. Thank you, Duncan, for that question. Related to what Marisa said, there's three major areas where we see the trends moving. One is data centers, cybersecurity, and sustainability. When we talk about data centers, we introduced AI and cloud, which increase the risk of high energy. When we talk about sustainability, as Marisa mentioned also, there is a trend of understanding the regulation and environmental impact it has. And lastly, with the cybersecurity, we see the interconnection between the buildings that put property and personnel at risk. With these three trends, UL Solutions here to support on the testing, inspection, and certification.
Fire regulations. Well, you've got the microphone in your hand. I'm going to come straight back to you. Fire regulations globally. We can go to, yes, those of us on the other side of the pond in Europe and the UK, we're very much looking at British and European standards. What do you see, and how do you see UL Solutions supporting what we really need to be looking at as a global standard?
Sure. When we talk about regulation, where UL's it has impacted the most is having our footprint be global. So we have regulatory staff who's focused in each country, majority of countries and region, with the support of engineering and commercial activities to understand the local requirements. From there, we're able to support our customers with global market access and efforts to stop duplication of testing and also speed to market. So this is where we have connection globally to support our customers.
Jonathan, excellent. Thanks very much for that. Marisa, turning to you, and I'm looking at UL Solutions. Innovation is the lifeblood of any organization. It's what I get excited about the way that companies are looking at innovation. Tell me how UL are planning to work on new innovations in the next 6 to 12 months.
So 6 to 12 months is not a long time for innovation, but we have a lot of things in the pipeline we're very excited about. We have been working on potentially using modeling to help our customers with R&D research in the gypsum industry. We are also, like I mentioned before, have a number of research and development projects ongoing. So not only are we looking to develop new data in order to support lithium-ion battery extinguishing testing, we are also looking to understand how we can do suppression data modeling as well as ADD modeling. We also are looking a lot at data centers, as Jonathan mentioned, and part of that is understanding how data centers are different than what the built environment have before. And right now, data centers have been built for years at this point, but right now we're at a turning point because of the high energy needs for data centers with the onset of AI. And so we're looking to understand how we can use heat detectors, high sensitivity detectors, and also really specific suppression configurations and how those can be tested and certified in order to meet the growing need within the industry, and so that not only can we be innovative, but our customers can also be innovative.
Fantastic, and it's very much along the lines of, we hear too many times that this is the product, this is what you get. You're hearing here that the ability to look at different solutions for different industries, and that's the key, that we need to look at it from a bespoke perspective. We need to be saying to the customer, how can we be working with you to make the solution something that fits your needs, rather than trying to shoehorn everything into one solution. And it's refreshing to hear. And as you know, I'm not afraid at challenge, but I will always praise when it comes to things that I'm looking at that we're hearing here. And I think that you can feel the passion coming from this interview. Last but not least, I'm going to come back to you, and we're going to look at accomplishments. And it's very hard. At times we're very hard on ourselves, and we're we're very proud not to be singing from the rooftops on what we've been good at or what we've not been good at. But what have you been really proud of in the last 12 months, and what are you looking forward to in the next 12 months in terms of accomplishments from UL Solutions?
2025 was an incredible year. It really, really was. In terms of what I was most proud of, probably the way that we kept up with the pace of innovation in our market. So the way that we developed and worked with our customers, especially as products continue to innovate. Products of the past are no longer standalone systems. They're highly connected, and that requires connected buildings, that requires cybersecurity. So yeah, I think most of all, that makes me very, very proud. Big accomplishments in the US. So we actually broke ground on our brand new Center of Excellence located in Northbrook in Chicago. So that's one of the biggest investments that UL has ever done. And that will give our customers space, it will support with R&D, and that will make sure that we're relevant as we go in for the next 100 years. 2026, again, we continue. It's going to be a big year. We're not standing still. We're not resting on our laurels. Data centers continue to be a huge focus for us as we see the whole market from new and innovative suppression systems, looking at hybrid solutions, water mist. So we continue to innovate, and we look forward very much to 2026.
Well, it's refreshing. Again, we're talking about the way in which UL Solutions support clients. You've heard it here first in relation to the development going on in Chicago. I'm pleased that it's in Chicago because that's just a very simple hop from me out of London to be able to come and have a look at that. Connectivity. I'm going to pick up on connectivity because really and truthfully, without that connectivity, we are still standalone. And it's very easy to forget that there are so many different integrated parts within the whole solution. And looking at it like a jigsaw puzzle, you cannot get the overall solution without the individual pieces. And it's down to building specifiers, architects, the whole remit that are involved in the life cycle of a building to ensure that all of those pieces are there. It's been a hugely valuable 25 minutes for me talking to these guys. You can tell the passion, you can see their enthusiasm, which just stands there for UL Solutions. I'm Duncan White. I'm the managing editor of the International Fire and Safety Journal, and I've had the delight to be talking to these guys from UL Solutions. Hello everyone, it's Duncan White again from the International Fire and Safety Journal. I'm just here to let you know about a very exciting podcast I'm going to be recording soon with professionals from UL Solutions that's going to be looking at the whole world of certification. That's going to come very soon to you. At the moment, what we've got for you to look at is in our January issue of International Fire and Safety Journal. We've got a great article on sprinklers and the way that UL Solutions are working with that method of suppression. So there's plenty to be looking at. UL Solutions are a proud partner with IFSJ, and we look forward to seeing you soon.